Hi, fifth graders. Today we're doing lesson 6 in module 1, which is all about comparing numbers and ordering numbers. So let's do a little bit of review. You need your place value chart and your whiteboard marker. So let's write first the number 13,196. So you're going to start with your 1 in the 10,000s, and the rest of the numbers follow in line. This second number, the number we're going to compare it to, I'm going to start the same thing, 13,296. This might look a little familiar to you. So when we're comparing numbers, what we're trying to do is figure out which of the number is larger. When we do that, we use a few different symbols. We could use the greater than sign, the less than sign, or the equal to sign. The easiest way to remember these is equal obviously means that they're the same number. And then with the greater than or less than sign, I always think about it as an animal wanting to eat the larger of the numbers. So sometimes we can draw in like little teeth that'll help us remember. It's very hard with a whiteboard marker. But the animal, shark, Pac-Man, whatever you use to think about it, always goes towards the bigger number because it's hungry. It wants to eat the biggest thing. So on a number like this, we can figure out which one is larger first by looking at the largest of the place values. So in these numbers, the largest place value is the 10,000s. Right now, they have the same digit in the 10,000s. They each have 10,000. Then you go to the next one. So if those are the same, keep looking. Now we both have 3. That means so far they're the same. Go to our next number. Here's the first time that the numbers aren't the same. So in our first one, we only have 100. Second one, we have 200. So it doesn't matter what these other numbers are. This tells me that the largest number here is 13,296. It's going to be larger than 13,196. Doesn't matter what these numbers are after it. In fact, this could just be 13,200, and this one could be 13,199. It doesn't matter that these numbers are larger because it already has more hundreds, which are larger than the tens or the ones. Hopefully this looks familiar to you. We're going to use the same understanding to work with decimals today. I'm going to erase this. And let's do our first problem. I'm going to start, let's do 0 ones, decimal, 0, 1, 2. Make sure to write this on your place value chart. And then my second one, 0 ones, decimal, 0, 0, 2. Take a second to write down those two numbers. All right, to figure out which one is larger, we're going to do the same thing. Start with the largest place value, which in this case is the ones place. Can we tell which one is larger right now? Nope, they're the same. How about now? Can we tell which one is larger? Not yet. Keep going. Can we tell which one's larger now? We can. The first number has 1/100th. The second one has 0/100ths. So it doesn't matter what's after this. Already I can tell that the top number is going to be larger. Doesn't matter what comes after it. I'm going to put my symbol right there. It's going to eat the larger one. How's that going so far? So even though they have the same thousands, it doesn't matter because thousands is less than the hundredths. The hundredths is the one that matters. Remember, on our place value chart, this is the biggest side, and this is the smallest side. So because hundredths comes before thousands, that's the place value that determines which one's larger. Let's try another one. How about 0.481? Write it down. And 0.63. There we go. When I look at this, I'm noticing that the top one has more digits to it. Let's see if that means it's the largest of the numbers. So I'm going to cover up, start with my largest place value, which is my ones in this number. Can we tell which one is larger yet? Not yet. How about now? Which one's larger, 4/10 or 6/10? 6/10 is larger. So it doesn't matter what comes after this because this number is larger. How is that possible considering that top number has 3 digits and the bottom number only has 2? Let's add a 0 here since I don't have any thousands. I can have a placeholder there. Now we have 3 digits and 3 digits. Is it easier to see why 630 thousandths would be larger than 481 thousandths? Yeah, I think so. Obviously, 630 is larger than 481. So don't let them trick you. Just because one has a larger number of digits doesn't mean it's always greater. Write them on your place value chart and reveal them one place value at a time to compare the numbers to see what is larger. And remember, of course, our little alligator or shark, our symbol, is going to eat the larger of the numbers. Let's do a little bit of practice with that. So open up your blue spine learn book to lesson 6 problem set. That's on page 43. And the problems I'd like you to start with. Solve question 1. So it says show the numbers on the place value chart using digits. So write down these numbers. It was 3, 4, decimal 2, 2, 3. And the second number is 3, 4, decimal 2, 3, 2. Then use one of these symbols, greater than, less than, or equal to compare. Explain your thinking in the space on the right. So I'd like you to solve these 2 problems. And then I'd also like you to give a shot at 2A, 2D, and 2E. So on these, here are your numbers. Figure out which one is larger. Which one is larger? Which one is larger? All right, when you're ready to check your work, go to the next video.